There's a remarkable story, a frightening story, in the New York Times today. I don't know that people have digested it, but the headline is, "Life Expectancy Shrinks for Less Educated Whites in the United States." And let me quote, generally speaking, the trend for life expectancy in the United States and all over the world has been going up. And the goal of a good society and a strong healthcare system is to see that people live longer, healthier, happier lives. But as a result of the devastating attacks in a variety of ways on the working class of this country over a period of years, not just starting yesterday, this is where we are. Let me quote from this article, and I hope people hear this, because this is really shocking stuff. And I quote, "For steepest declines in life expectancy were for white women without a high school diploma who lost 5 years of life between 1990 and 2008, whose life expectancy went down by 5 years. This is astronomical." And going back to the article, said Jay Olshansky, a public health professor at the University of Illinois at Chicago and the lead investigator on the study, published last month in Health Affairs. By 2008, what happened is between 1990 and 2008, an 18-year period, life expectancy for white women without a high school diploma declined by 5 years. White men lacking a high school diploma lost 3 years of life. Life expectancy for both blacks and Hispanics of the same education level rose, the data showed, rose. But blacks overall do not live as long as whites, while Hispanics live longer than both whites and blacks. And so let's digest what that means. I held, as chairman of the subcommittee on aging and primary care last year, we held a hearing entitled "Poverty as a Death Sentence." Poverty as a death sentence. And what that hearing pointed out, that people who are in the top 20% live, as I recall, about 6 years longer than people in the bottom 20%. But what new evidence is suggesting is that people without a high school degree, the least educated people in America, often the poorest people in America, are now seeing, both women and men, a significant decline in their life expectancy, moving in exactly the wrong direction. Now, the authors of the study are not exactly sure why this is taking place. Many low-income, uneducated people are using drugs, cutting short their lives. Healthcare, lack of healthcare, is certainly one of the reasons. More and more low-income people can't access healthcare, which is why it is so important that we defeat the Obama-Ryan effort to devastate, as Senator Harkin just said, Medicaid, and throw millions and millions of people off of health insurance. If life expectancy for low-income people is now going down, think of what it will mean if we throw millions more off of Medicaid. It is a death sentence. Mr. President, I also want to say a word on the issue of Social Security. And I